as I can, as my brain remembers. So Supta Baddha Konasana, or feet wide and knees plop. Connect to your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. A loud exhale breath out through the mouth. And then seal your lips and see if you can just arrive. It's hard sometimes. Your brain's going in 100 directions. Sometimes it's your body going in 100 directions. But the goal is just to be here for the next 60 minutes. Do your best with that. Try not to fight it too much. Feel your lower back spread across the mat. Feel your shoulder blades connect. Let go of what you don't need. And let's find what we do need this morning. It is possible. Couple more cycles of breath, just arrive. Great. Blink the eyes open. Make a little tabletop with your legs like you're going to go into bridge. But you're not. Okay. The right leg's going to extend straight up towards the sky. The right hand's going to be behind your head. The reason I want your hand behind your head is so your neck stays in a neutral position. Okay. The arm can stay down or you can lift it up off the ground a tiny bit. The left hand's going to tap somewhere across the front of that right shin, top of the foot. Everyone's going to be a little different. Lower back spreads across the mat. This is very deliberate. You're going to lower down, hover, and then bring it back up. So now the exhale breath, you want to squeeze on the up. Yep. The slower you move, the more you'll feel. So 99% of us will move too quickly doing this. The right elbow stays open. So you're just crunching up and tapping. The reason I want the left leg bent is we really stabilize that lower back and we go where we need to go with this. So just moving at your own pace. So maybe you're going to do 10 really slow or 65 really fast. So there's no judgment with it. I just want you to kind of move and feel. Feel the lower back spread. Give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come up. You're going to cross over now. So the leg's going to go and you're going to cross. And now you're not touching the leg for another 8. You got it. 7. Make it a little more dynamic. 6, 5. Keep the head neutral. Look towards the sky. 3, 2, 1. Hug your right knee in. Give it a good little squeeze. Extend the right leg straight up towards the sky. Grab behind the meaty part of your thigh and just kind of give yourself a hamstring release. Let your shoulders slide down the back and then bend the right knee down. Okay. Left hand behind the head, left leg straight up, same deal. Hand to shin, hand to foot, whatever you can get. So first I want you tapping and making a connection. For more intensity, the left shoulder blade is a little bit up off the ground. The head is lifted. So you decide what you need. If it doesn't feel good, you keep your head and your elbow down. So just moving and breathing, working the abdominal wall. Allow yourself to feel all the joys of this. Give me another 10, 9, 8. Squeeze on the up. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to cross over and not touch now. So the leg kind of lowers and the arm crosses. There you go. So you're getting this oblique. Give me another 8. Try not to do the neck, Karen, too much. Keep the head neutral. So it's really just the oblique. There you go. Hamstrings getting a little lubrication. Give me another 4. Aren't you having fun? 3, 2, 1. Hug your left knee in. Keep the right leg bent. This just gets the hip, kind of settles it. And then extend the left leg straight towards the sky. Grab where you can, maybe behind the meaty part of the thighs enough, but let your kind of leg fall into your hands. Shoulders drop down the back. Bend the left leg. Hug both knees in. Give them a good little squeeze. Rock and roll a couple times. Yep, rock and roll a couple times. Use some momentum and come up to stand at the top of the mat. Be careful with this. Sometimes you get dizzy. Some of us like that. I don't know what to each their own. So I need you to forward fold. Yep, forward fold. I wasn't clear enough on that. Yeah. We were talking about the dizziness, which you seem to enjoy that comment. Separate your feet hips width distance. Grab your big toes. Inhale the breath. Exhale, you're going to drag your torso over the front of your legs and fold. Elbows nice and open. Yeah. Let your head drop. I want to always just want to hold this crystal and just kind of, I don't know, create some sort of energy. I know the moon was crazy last night. Good. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Plant your hands to the ground and see if you can step back from here to a down dog. Yeah. After you do core, it's sometimes nice to stretch the hamstrings and vice versa. Great. So Pam, that's great today. I like the hands elevated on the shoulders. Have your hands, pretty wide. Index fingers are forward. Creases of the wrists are facing forward. Shoulders move away from your ears. And then depending on what's going on with your hamstrings this morning or your low back, create as much bend in your legs that you need. So this is successful for you. So that changes week to week. The center of your heels eventually come closer towards the ground in time. Some of us have been practicing for like 20 years and are still waiting for that to happen. So, you be patient. Patience is a virtue. Good. Plug down your thumb, your index finger, your baby finger, your outer triceps wrap. Let your head just detach from your body. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Roll forward to plank. Lead with your heart and chest. Sometimes the first dog to plank's a little funky. You got to walk it out. Stack it up so your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists are all nicely aligned. Yes, lead a little with that heart and chest. Fix your eyes on a little dristy that's maybe the front skinny edge of the mat is a nice sweet spot. Hug everything into the center line of the body. If this is too much this morning, the alternative is to always drop your knees to modify when you need. And feel. Best thing to do is kind of like hone in here and just let your body kind of adapt to it. Feel the ground supporting you. Press firmly into the mat. Bring more weight forward onto your tippy toes. That's great. Drop your knees. They're going to go on an angle, so a little behind you. Lower halfway to your supported push-up this morning. Decide how far down you want to go, but know that your shoulders should never drop below your elbows. Elbows wrap close to your side ribs. Neck is neutral. Straighten your arms, supported plank. Use your core as you do this. Lower halfway, supported push-up. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Less is more for a lot of us. One more, halfway supported push-up. Go down slow. Feel and pause. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Lift your knees, you're back in plank position. One straight line of energy. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. So when you lift, try not to flip the leg straight up. Just lift intentionally from that inner thigh. Come forward, hug your right knee in towards your navel. Give it a nice little squeeze this morning. Arms are straight up and down. Step forward with your right foot. Be on your fingertips. Feel the length and strength of the back left leg. And now let's spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Feet can be a little together or a little separated, up to you. Long spine on the inhale breath. Hands can always come to the shins as an alternative. Exhale, fold into yourself. Let your head go. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Come to the fingertips to set yourself up. Step to plank. So arrive back in a plank position. When you do, lower halfway to a push-up chaturanga. If you prefer those modified ones, take that. Revisit plank position in one piece. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift with purpose. Point your toes, come forward, and hug your left knee in towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Step the left foot forward and through, be on the fingertips, feel, spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale breath, create some space. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step to plank. Halfway to your push-up, whatever works best in your body this morning. Up dog or cobra. That sounded very Jersey. I don't know what was up with that. That was a very Jersey pronunciation. Yeah, up dog. Let's go to up dog, people. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So funny. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. Otherwise, there's no purpose. Good. Look where you want to go. You're going to step, float, skip, crawl to the top. No judgment with that. Long spine. Fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. So just completing every movement here. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You're going to step or float through your vinyasa. So you can step to plank like you just did. Drag yourself through that up dog. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Arms stay nice and straight. Your hips lift nice and high. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Let's go. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up, just moving and breathing. Get out of your own way. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare, step or float. So however this works best for you. Up dog is smooth, press even. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Let's go. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up. It's a moving meditation. Just kind of see if you can find it. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare, step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Each one gets a little better. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float. Let's do one more to the top. Long spine, fold. These look great. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Feel the ground. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Always opportunity to reset. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner thigh. Come forward, hug your right knee in. Squeeze it a little closer to you, a little tighter to you. Keep your arms straight up and down. Look forward with your eyes. Step the right foot forward and through. Walk it a smidge to the right. Stay high on the ball of your back foot and let's rise together, crescent lunge. So first come up to basic crescent lunge. If this pulls on your lower back, a couple suggestions. You can tip forward a tiny bit. Yeah, you can soften your back knee. Also, that's a good option. Feel the weight in your standing right heel. Zip up your back leg the best that you can. And shift the eyes of your hip points forward. You got it. Keep your neck nice and neutral. So I want to work a little on balance and hinging motion today. So this is a little different and we're going to do it slow. It worked out that it's not super crowded in here. So just let's see how this goes. So the arms are going to go alongside the body and you're going to tip your torso forward a little bit into a little bit of a warrior three. Now you're going to hug the knee in and the arms are going to go up. So it's going to be this motion. As you do this, you have to really power through that standing leg. Flex the right foot. The arms are going to go back. You're going to slide the leg back And then you're going to land in a kind of a short lunge with the knee down, arms go up, okay? So a little wider than that. Try it again. So the arms go forward. You're going to pitch forward. So you're in a warrior three. Then the knee is going to draw in. The arms are going to go up. Then you're going to step it back in a shorter stance and drop the left thigh. So it's like a little lunge. One more. Arms go forward. Do it slow. Back leg elongates first. So you're in a warrior three. Soften the right knee. Hug the left knee in. Come up. Arms go up. This time you're going to step it way back into a warrior one, like that. Wrap the left arm underneath the right arm. Inhale the breath. Exhale, come forward, humble warrior. So it's like all the same movements that we always do. So Amanda, walk your left foot over to the left. I find when we take humble warrior, if your feet are a little wider in width, it's definitely a little easier. Beth, turn your left toes more forward. Yeah. And then grip your right hip in. Good. There's a steering of the left side of the body forward, an anchoring of the outer blade of your left foot, and a gripping of your right hip. Amy, it looks awesome. Press firmly through your feet, root to rise. As you come up, unravel your arms. Your hands can come to a little prayer up towards the sky if that feels good in your shoulders. So there's like a melting of the side body to come together. And then hands come down to frame your front foot. You're going to hit plank, lower halfway to your push-up. The up dog is smooth. Take your time. No jerky movements. Hips go up and back, down dog. We'll breathe the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Point your toes. Come forward, hug the knee in, give it a good squeeze. Arms are straight up and down. Pause here. Feel this first. Look forward, Apu, with your eyes. There you go. Now step the left foot forward. Arrange the feet so it works. First is just basic crescent lunge, so don't get scared. Rise, crescent lunge. So first come up here and kind of find your alignment. So there's going to be a gripping of that left hip and use of your core. All right, so let's see if we can find it together here. So first we're in this crescent. The arms pitch forward. You're going to launch off. So you got to kind of get that launch. You're in this warrior three, okay? Soften the left knee a little. You're going to hug the knee in. The arms are going to come up. Flex the foot. When you step back to the shorter stance, and you're going to drop your right knee into a 90-degree angle. So you're going to swing it back, step it, and drop it down. Good. Arms reach forward. You tip first. Hug it in. So there's multiple movements happening. First, the arms go back, the leg goes back, so you full extension, and then drop the foot down halfway and see if you can find that 90-degree. Let's give it one more. Arms reach forward, you launch, take your time. Hug the knee in, arms go up. Arms go back, pause for a sec. Step back, warrior one. Good job. Wrap the right arm underneath the left arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward, humble. It was very modern dance. That's the best you can get from me. That's it. Grip your left hip in. Grip your left hip under you. Steer your right ribs forward. And there goes Jody, falling over. There we go. Press firm through the foot, the left foot. Two more. Anchor strong, start to rise. First warrior, unravel your arms. See if the hands can come somewhat together. If they do, that's great. Steer your right ribs forward. Hands to the earth. Let's hit plank. Lower halfway to a push-up. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, turn your back foot strong, first warrior. Just land like this. See how it feels. Good. To the floor we go, chaturanga. So now we're just going to move and breathe. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns, root to rise. Come on up. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Skip if it doesn't feel good in your body. I will not be offended. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Let's go. Long spine. Fold in half. Trying chair pose. Weight moves into your heels. So the goal with chair is to hit as little resistance in your mind as you possibly can. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. We're going to do 3 sun Bs together. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels for chair. Sit way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You're going to step or float to the back. We go. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. You guys look great. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Anchor first, then rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot forward, the back foot turns. Anchor and then come up. Your feet ground you. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog, peel it through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top we go. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. I haven't heard the song in a while. It kind of made me happy. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Here we go. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels for chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine. Step or float, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Yeah, my station must have shifted in the car from the Grateful Dead to a heart to heart. Yeah, to the floor we go, chaturanga. The kids are like, what's wrong? What's happening? What's happening to mom? Left foot forward, back foot turns. Yeah, maybe so. To the floor we go, chaturanga. So now you're just wrapping this all together. You're linking breath and movement. Up dog, peel the shoulders down and back. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms stay straight. Let's keep it together. Long, look to the top, step or float our feet there. Long spine, fold, find the chair, feet together or a little separated, whatever works best for you. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Here we go with excitement. Arms go straight up, heavy in your heels, chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns, root to rise, warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns, rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Good job, guys. Look where you want to go. Step or float, the feet there. Long spine, fold. Find your chair again. Weight in your heels. Let's drag the hands to prayer at heart. Inhale the breath. Hook and twist towards the right. If something's going on in your back, you just don't twist as much. It's a very simple solution. Work on the alignment, your feet staying grounded, your shins, your knees, your thighs, and your hips, all creating this box shape. Yeah. Reminding you, it's not a good one to look back. It's better to look sideways or up, just so you can keep your spine very long and strong. You can open up your arms if that feels good in your body, or just stay here. chair pose, pull it around, stay on your legs. So sit a little deeper. Yeah. And just float your right foot an inch from the ground. Just pause. Press up to stand up, reach for the outer blade of your right thigh and peel it back. So this could be it for a lot of us. It's an amended version of dancing Shiva. If you know you have a little bit more range of motion in your hamstrings, you're welcome to slide the hand down to the outside of the foot. The leg that's moving forward needs to be, it can be bent as much as it needs to be to make it work. The leg that you're standing on, that's your left leg, it's got to be straight. Okay. In this case, the goal is to eventually look back. So you can start to look back. As long as that spine stays nice and straight, you're in good shape. Pull around to center. Arms up, leg up. If you can keep the leg straight for a beat, that's awesome. Even if it's just hovering the ground a little. Let the shoulders drop down the back. That was good. Land your right foot next to your left foot. Keep your arms up. Sit back into chair. Sit way down into chair. Drag it to prayer at heart with those hands. Inhale. Exhale, go the other direction. Watch that your right knee does not slide past your left. That's to me, that's the hardest part. Yeah, and keeping the weight even in your heels. If you want to play around with opening one arm or both arms, totally up to you. If not, just keep it basic. Drop both of your thighs down even. That was good, Amy. Pull around to center, pause in the chair. See if you could sit a tad deeper in chair. Float the left foot an inch. Keep the arms moving up and just float the left inch. And then left foot lifts and you come into a 90-degree angle. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh and you peel back. So really working on the systematic movement today. Grab the outer blade of your left foot with your right hand if that's in the cards. If not, don't stress about it. Leg can be bent. Standing right leg, ultimately as straight as we can get it. If your eyes move too quickly, generally that takes you down. Pull around to center, arms up, leg up. See if you can straighten the leg out straight in front of you, even if it's just hovering the ground a little. Soften the shoulders down the back, pull in the lower belly. Lower the left foot to meet the right foot. Sit again into chair. Sit deep into chair. Exhale, fold over bent knees. Great job. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through your vinyasa. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot smack in between your hands. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle. Cartwheel open, warrior two. Warrior two. Yeah. Nice job. Make sure that your right foot intersects your back left foot. If you've got a fancy mat, use that center line. It is helpful. If you don't, just visualize that. Roll your right thigh open. Steer your left ribs back a tad, your right ribs forward. And let your shoulders drop down your back as you lengthen. Anchor through your feet. Quiet your mind by using your breath because generally that's what fights us. You're all strong enough to hold this. So it's just a matter of getting in the game with your brain. Breathe energy through your right fingertips all the way across to your left fingertips. Lengthen your tailbone, Jody. Draw your lower belly in. Think of yourself sitting in squat. Yeah. So when you sit into warrior two, rather than letting your butt wing out, draw under. Straighten your right leg on track. Pick your distance, find triangle. If you like it a little wider and longer, that's cool. Yeah. Some of us need to tighten it up because it yanks in places that don't feel good. So be mindful here. If you're grabbing on the front of your right shin, that's great. You want to feel like you're pulling the pant leggings up your leg. Yeah, so it's kind of like a hook and lift. If you need the block can go to the outside of the right calf. It's just dependent on what's happening. So neither way is right or wrong. It's just whatever feels better. There's a little lean back in your torso, but you're not going into your low back. So it's not a back bend. The iHeartRadio only lasts in a second. Yeah, sorry about that. We got one song. Fill the shape with the breath. So we get to the pose and we really want to hold it. Okay, you're going to look down. We'll step up together, Ardha Chandrasana. Use that same block if it's there. Move it forward enough that your side ribs stay long. Yeah. Your left hand can always shift to your hip if you need it to. Flex the left toes a lot. Side ribs nice and long. And then this is like a big yawn. That's the best way I can describe the pose. Spark up those left toes and breathe yourself open. Anything you want to add in here is totally up to you. Sometimes keeping it simple and basic is really, feels the best. But grabbing behind, grabbing hold of that foot, kicking behind you. And if you fall, you fall. You try it again. You have as many opportunities to try again in here as you need. Nice. If you took a bind, just release slow into regular Ardha. And then take a giant step back, warrior two. So you're transitioning back where we started. Sometimes it takes 2 steps to get back in. Make sure your feet haven't landed all over the place. You spread open nice and wide. You roll your right thigh open. We'll now flip our palm to reverse the warrior. Let the side body get that soft opening. Don't dump into your low back. And we'll find our way into B variation of extended side angle. So when I call out B, we generally mean bind. So hand can go to the instep of the foot today. Yes, you can use the block at any height, low, medium, or high, to kind of caddy the back of your right arm inside that right thigh. You can also rest your right arm on the top of the thigh as an option. Grip your right hip in and under, turn your bottom ribs. Now, the left arm straight up or behind your back for a half bind may be a really nice option at this point. Don't force it if it only goes halfway around. Steer your collarbone and your chest open. Full bind for anybody who has that range of motion with that bottom arm. It would wrap from the front underneath the thigh and you get hold of your hands. Now, that's great, Kelly. So what we want to do is lift up and lean back a little. Great. All while sitting in that right thigh. A few more breaths. Stay with it. So you get to the posture and we have to fill the posture with really good breath. Warrior two, come on up. Take any bounce out. Warrior two. Never gets old. Circle to the floor plank position. Lean on your left hand for a side plank of choice. Yeah, side plank of choice. So I say that because everybody's side planks offer something different for them. You can stack the feet, stagger the feet, lift the leg, make a tree, think about a tree. Keep the 2 hips aligned though. Yeah. Top arm can reach up and forward if you want a little more action through your obliques. But stabilize and maintain. Nice. Plank position, slow. The transition is even as important as the pose. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog is smooth. Take your time. Excellent. Hips go up and back, down dog. Get excited for the left side. Step the left foot forward. Cartwheel open. Warrior two. Warrior two. So first we're just holding warrior two. So find your placement, lengthen your tailbone, a little bit of a bigger step, Karen, you'll be in good shape. Yeah, there's a roll of that left thigh open. Try not to fight it. Just breathe into it and feel it. Maybe close your eyes and allow yourself to just kind of be. As the energy kind of moves in your body, you feel different things at different parts of the hold. Bring a little more energy and awareness to your fingertips as you kind of spread open. Sit a little deeper. Someone's having a lot of ring action. Yeah. Geez, a lot of deliveries or something. Keep the energy of this, guys. Got this. Straighten the left leg on track. Pick your distance. Triangle. Any distance for triangle. Use the block if that suits you. Top arm straight up. Take your bottom left ribs, everybody, and turn them towards the ceiling if you can, while gripping the inner and outer thighs. Yeah. Always keep a soft bend in the front knee. It's a good idea. Stay with it. Keep the shape. Step up into your Ardha. Sometimes it's nice to slide your right hand to your right hip if you feel like your balance is a little off. Most of us just can kind of step into it using the block enough forward and over to the left. Yeah, so you want to feel like you're not reaching. And then a big yawn to kind of stack it open here. Yes, the standing left foot, that's the biggest struggle to keep it forward. So squeeze your left hip in and up like you're standing in Tadasana. Add in anything that you did on the other side. We do try to stay consistent. So if one side is stronger than the other, we can kind of keep that, build it up to make it even. If you are kicking, the kick goes behind you. Stay with it. If you added any embellishments, regular Ardha, giant step back warrior two. Take a beat to settle in. Warrior two, make sure your feet aren't all over the place. Extend from fingertip to fingertip, then reverse that warrior. Let that side body get a nice offering, a nice opening. And then find your way into B variation of extended side angle. So using a block, if that works best for you, arm to top of thigh, grip your bottom hip in and under, turn your bottom ribs. Half bind if it's in the cards for today, full bind if you went there before. Remember with the full bind, there's a lift and a lean back. So see if you can straighten up that back arm, Kelly, a little more. There you go. And now it's kind of like a hook and a lean back. So you have to lift up off that left thigh and lift your ribs up and back. So you get this hip opener and a back bend. It's a special sauce, the special sauce. Yes. Stay with it. Even if you're in the modified version with the half bind, you're getting plenty. A few more breaths. A little more breath, a little more energy. Get out of your head. Warrior two, come on up. Feel the power that you've created. Circle it to the floor, plank position. This time we're leaning on our right hand. Unless you mess it up, you'll go the other direction and you'll see your neighbor. Yep. Find something you know you can hold. So I'm not so interested in you being in a pose for 2 breaths. Who cares? Find something you know you can maintain and be in. Top arm can reach up and over. You can modify, you can stack, you can stagger, you can tree it, you can think about it, you can dream about it. You can do anything you want. Stay with it. A few more. Plank position slow. The transition's important. Chaturanga push-up. Excellent job. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. We're putting it all together. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. I know you're super stoked about it. So let's just lean into this. Crescent lunge. It just kind of happens to you in this class and then it's over. Yeah, that's it. Drag your hands to prayer, which is a nice thing. Lean forward a little with your torso. Hook the elbow. Let's twist. So if you get here and it doesn't feel great in your body, I'll just remind you of some options. You can drop the back knee. If your back is sensitive, you can drop the back knee. You can take a half, like an easy twist as an alternative. Yeah. There's a little lean back here. Grip your bottom right hip in and under. Yes. And then where's that breath? Don't be scared to use it. Ujjayi, inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Hands to the floor, pause. Okay. Use the block underneath your left hand. Move it forward and forward enough. We're transferring our weight into revolved Ardha. Right hand comes to the flat part of your back. Amy, if this bothers you, because I know sometimes this does, going into Amended Warrior 3. If anyone's got any back issues and this doesn't feel good, Amended Warrior 3 instead of the twist is what you can do today. When I say Amended Warrior 3, be on your fingertips, be really high, and just work on the alignment. If you are revolving, squeeze your hips in, look sideways, look up, and peel open. Lift from your inner left thigh. Excellent job. Straighten the bottom arm if you can. We're transitioning to twisting triangle. So I need you to scoot your block back, take a smaller step, and see if you can land. There you go. And if it wasn't pretty, it wasn't pretty. It's fine. Not bad. Not bad. So a lot of times when you transition, what happens is the stance gets a little off. So walk your right foot a little to the right and make sure your stance is long enough. That's it. Block can stay where it needs to. Hand on the flat part of the back or spread open. Scissor your inner thighs and your hips together as you squeeze and twist. What do you feel? Everything? Everything? Hands to the earth. Step back dog. Step back down dog. I want you to reset in your down dog. If you're dying to clear it with a vinyasa, take it. If not, just hold your dog. Keep your energy up. Step your left foot forward, crescent lunge. So it's 3 poses and they're all very similar, right? Crescent lunge, but take each one and the components of it. Drag your hands to prayer, lean the torso forward, create that lengthened space, and then hook and twist. You can drop your back knee. You can take an easy twist. Let the crown of the head, the goals, to see if you can line it up with that back right heel. So launch a little bit more weight forward, zip up that left hip, and squeeze your right glute. Me too. Fun. Stay with it. Okay, so now you know where you're going. So see if you can make the transition to revolved Ardha seamless. Use your block and just step up into it. Step up, yes. Lift from your inner thigh. Yes, Beth, what you can play with here if that back leg feels like it can't straighten is try pointing your toes. There you go. Scissor the hips in, and then from there you spin open. I'm not so concerned about the left arm. For a lot of us, kind of peeling open doesn't feel great in the shoulders. So decide what feels better. Hand on the flat part of your back or the arm open. You got this. Transition to revolve triangle. You got it. Twisting triangle. Step back. Make those little adjustments. Use the block. Place it up high. Perfect. And then peel open. Hand can stay on the flat part of your back. Make sure your feet are wide enough in width. Amanda, take a, yeah, there you go. Yes. Stay with it. Last couple breaths. Bless you. Two more. Hands to the earth. Plank position. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Drop to your forearms for a dolphin pose. Yes, I want to get our head down and our hips up. Make it a little bit more intense. Uh-huh. You can use a block in between your hands. When you go into a this kind of pose, your head is not touching the ground, okay? Triceps wrap in. Tighten up your stance, bring your feet a little closer. So you're essentially in a really tight down dog on your forearms. Uh-huh. You can breathe your right leg up. Breathe it up. Maybe it only lifts a little. If you know you can get up and not take yourself out or anybody around you, of course, give it a whirl. Lower the right foot and then breathe the left leg up. Breathe the left leg up. Yes. When you lift, lift with purpose from that inner thigh. You can take little hops. You can just keep the leg in space. Lower the left foot. Stay. Walk out to a forearm plank. Forearm plank. Yep. Forearm plank. Forearm plank. Lengthen. Lower your hips to the ground and find Sphinx. So I'll just remind you what Sphinx pose is. Your elbows come just a little bit forward. It's kind of like you're propping yourself up when you were a kid and you watched TV like this and it didn't hurt your neck staying there for a long period of time. But right now you stay anywhere for a long period of time and it feels like shit. So you kind of want to feel like you're dragging the mat forward. Yes, it's actually a very mild back bend and nice. If you're supposed to do it with your feet together, I dumped that years ago. Feet can be hips width. Perfect. Just be here for a second. Kelly, see if you can let your shoulders drop down your back. That's the back bend there. Good. You're going to lower your forehead to the ground. You're going to reach your arms alongside your body. Palms are going to face down. Take a giant breath in and everything, you're going to lift everything up into a full locust. Yes, you're going to lift everything up. If it feels better to keep your feet grounded, of course, do that, but see if you can lift everything up. Exhale the breath lower down. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. I like my head just kind of staying neutral with my forehead flat down. Yeah. Do it again or grab your feet from the outside for full floor bow. We haven't done this in a while. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I was scarred for life. Try and bring your knees in a little closer. There you go. Inhale the breath. Exhale, you're going to lift up and back. Perfect. Yeah, so it's like you're kicking into your hands. Lift the collarbone, lift the chest. Another big breath in, lift higher. When we exit out, we're going to press right to a child's pose, which is kind of fun. Yep, press right to a child's pose. Down dog. Nice work. Slide your right knee forward. Let's take a half pigeon. This would be a good time. We're getting lots of good stuff in today. I told you it would be low key, but efficient. Slide that right knee forward and just melt. Good. Use the strength of your body. Come up. You're going to lean onto your right side and bring your left leg forward. So it looks like this. Yeah. Right hand will go behind you for sail pose. You'll lift up and back. So it's a cross between a back bend and a side plank. Exhale the breath, lower down. Good. Slide the left leg forward, bend your right knee in and up like this. You want a little space between your heel and your butt cheek. Perfect. Right hand behind you. You're going to hook here. Yeah, if you can grab the outside, that's great. But a lot of us just need to kind of hook and squeeze. Now, when you do this, flex your left foot really, really strong. It's just a little bit of a different supine twist. Yeah, if you can half bind or full bind, you're welcome to do so. But kind of gives you a nice piriformis stretch. Come back through center. Bring both feet flat. You're going to press into reverse tabletop. Looks like this to kind of even it out. Good. You're going to lower your bum, slide your seat back, press your feet, flex your feet. Rebend. If you have blocks, you're welcome to slide them underneath your hands. Do it one more time. Slide back. You can flex. Try lift right foot. Maybe lift left foot. Lower that foot. Cross the ankles. We're going to step or float. One last vinyasa. Yeah. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left knee forward, half pigeon. So if we do the same movement every single time, we're going to get bored. Our bodies get bored. Our minds get bored. So it's good to just kind of move it and groove it a little. Melt. Yeah, let yourself just kind of flop into this. Come up nice and slow. Lean on your left side. Swing your right leg forward. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Left hand behind you. Inhale the breath. Go forward. Sail. Press up and back. So your left knee is down and your right foot ultimately is grounded. Yeah. Exhale the breath, lower down. Right leg forward, bend your left leg up. So just a little bit of a different twist. I like just hugging the leg in. It kind of gives this piriformis stretch, but flex the right foot a lot and keep your left hand close to you and twist this way. Yeah, if you can hook with the elbow, that's great. Some of us bind, whatever. Good. Exhale the breath, wrap it forward one last time. Here we go. So if you have the blocks, try this on. Okay, so bend your knees. You could use the blocks. You can press up into reverse tabletop so it looks more like this. There's a lengthening. Good. And then as you slide back, your seat lifts and your feet flex and you press into the blocks. Yeah. Try it again. Rebend, lift. Slide it back, flex, lift the right foot. Lower it down, rebend. Slide it back. Try and lift the left foot. We'll do one more. Slide it back, lift. As you slide back, try and lift both. Lower it down. Lay down. It's good to think we're young. Lay all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. So take a quick happy baby. Yeah. We did enough of everything today. Any last little moments that maybe feel like you need to take in your body, please do. We just did a spine twist seated, so I don't think you really need to do it. But if you want to hug your knees, kind of reset. And then the most beautiful thing will happen to you right now. You'll go to a Shavasana, complete rest. Yes. Complete rest. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. It's 2 minutes. Just completely let your body, mind, and soul go. Big breath in. Full exhale, breath out. Arms reach up over the top of the head. Give yourself a full body stretch. If you prefer to stay down, that's fine. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. And rock up. Finish however it feels best in your body this morning. Sit up nice and tall if you are seated. With your eyes closed, enjoy the last moments of this. Let your hands drift to a prayer. And just feel for a second. Feel the effects your practice has on you, your body, your mind, your spirit, your energy, your mood. Bow your head. With gratitude, we lift our head, open our eyes. Namaste. Go out there, have a great day. Good to see you all. Do we have any announcements? Beth, I think you've got 50 classes. Woohoo! Keep it up.